And welcome again to another edition of the BIS podcast, broadcasting live on the Marvin Network, where our goal is to bring you updates in local government, technology, and hey, we like to mix in a little bit of fun as well. It's 2025 and we are back and ready to go for another season of the BIS podcast. And kicking off this year, we have our own Jay Williams, who's going to be talking about the new workflow tips that we have here at BIS and kind of sending it out to our clients out there. So Jay, first off, sir, how are you doing? And great to have you back on the podcast.
I'm doing great, Josh. Thanks for asking. Excited to be back. Looking forward to this one.
All right, Jay. Well, one of the first things we're going to talk about today is Microsoft 365. So kind of tell me how we kind of, or that how that is going to be kind of a game changer going into 2025 and kind of, the workflow efficiency of it.
Oh, yes, for sure. So Microsoft 365, you can use Microsoft Teams for centralized communication, create channels for different departments or projects. You can use the Files tab to share, edit documents in real time. It's super, super handy. Leveraging Planner for task tracking, assigning tasks, set deadlines, monitor progress, making it easier to stay on top of project and just kind of keeping everything simplified. Lastly, another thing that I would point out is automate repetitive tasks with Power Automate. That's a very, very beneficial one as well. For example, automatically forward citizen complaints from email to SharePoint lists for tracking. So that's just kind of a nice little reference there for all the chief appraisers and just kind of simplifying everything and keeping you on track, on task, and organized.
And Jay, now that going into the next segment, what's the new process of streamlining document management? Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Use OneDrive for personal document storage, SharePoint for department-wide files. This ensures everyone has access to the latest versions, which is really handy. Applying metadata and filters in SharePoint to quickly locate your files based on tags like year 2024 or public works. Turn paper forms into digital forms with Microsoft Forms. There's just a lot of meat on those bones.
Wow, that's awesome, Jay. Now that we've talked about document management, what about data analysis and reporting? Again, our clients deal with data day after day, year in and year out. Tons of data comes at them. So what are some tips and tricks for data analysis and reporting?
Yeah, using Excel Power Query to clean and transform messy data sets. It's a time saver for creating consistent reporting, which is very, very beneficial. Create dashboards with Power BI for visualizing data like budgets or citizen service request, making it easier to identify trends and prioritize your resources. But yeah, Microsoft Power BI is a very, very big one and a big benefit that we've seen in a lot of our clients.
Awesome, Jay. One of the big things also is email efficiency. Now, if you're like me, you have tons of emails a day, and let me tell you, you can get sidetracked and those things can just pile up and pile up and pile up. So Jay, kind of tell me, what are some ways that we can be email efficient?
Oh, yes, for sure. And I understand, trust me. Using rules to automatically categorize and sort incoming emails based on keywords or senders, that's a big one for me because, like you said, just tons and tons of emails. So just keeping yourself organized and just everything nice and tidy is a good one. Schedule emails for optimal times to use, like delay delivery. That feature is very, very beneficial. It's for better communication, better timing all around. The last one that I could really think of is utilize quick steps to automate repetitive email actions like forwarding requests to specific colleagues. That's a big one, especially for your internal things.
Awesome to hear, Jay. And those tips are fantastic. Now, where can our listeners find the information with all these insights?
Yeah, I've actually created a downloadable PDF with all the tips and tricks that we've discussed today, plus a few bonus ideas. You can find it in the show notes. And I just want to say thanks again for having me, Josh. It was a privilege.
Hey, it's no problem at all, man. Again, that's why we call him the IT specialist, folks, because he has all the insights and all the information. Again, Jay, thank you so much, sir, for being on the podcast again with us. And I can't wait till we have you back on next time.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem at all, Jay. And thanks again, folks, for tuning in to another edition of the BIS podcast. We've been broadcasting live on the Marvin Network. For Jay Williams, I'm Josh Green saying until next time, so long and goodbye.